T and Mario sitting in the tree. KISSING. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes tea with the baby carriage. Actually, no. Actually, no. That's actually not. It's not how it happened at all. And if you've been here long enough, you already know that's absolutely not how the story went for me at all. And y'all know, listen, I'm a sucker for nostalgia. I love nostalgia. Nostalgia is a coping skill for me. It's nothing for me to turn on some old videos, some old TV shows, some old songs that just, evoke some childhood memories, some core memories, and just get me all in my good feels. Like, I actually use nostalgia to cope. But, the problem with coping through nostalgia as an adult is once you become an adult and you start singing this stuff and you start reminiscing on the stuff you used to do, you start to wonder, like, first of all, who let us sing this stuff? Second of all, what were we talking about? And third of all, who wrote this? Look, it's just some of them that you just have questions about, right? Like, I just have questions, so I can't even reflect on them like I used to, because kissing in the tree, that's not my story. That's not my story. Because first of all, have you met me? If you've never met me, let me tell you a little something about myself. I'd have never climbed a tree, baby, ever. I don't think I've ever climbed a tree, okay? I might have stood up against a tree. I might have been kissed by a tree. I ain't never climbing up in no tree. Second of all, I had a black mama, okay? And she was peeking out them kitchen curtains every 5 minutes while I was outside. And it better not be up in no tree with no boy, okay? Kissing in the tree with a boy, like, that's not happening. That's not happening. That's what's wrong. Some of these things you just be thinking on and you like, what was we doing? What was we doing singing back then? What about the pigs? I was last years old when I found out that this little piggy, he really didn't go to the market as in the Piggly Wiggly. This little piggy went to the market not to shop, but to be shopped. And if I just ruined your childhood, I'm sorry. Join the club. We all was messed up last year. It's pretty traumatic to find those things out. And then what about Miss Mary Mack? Miss Mary Mack wasn't problematic in herself, but let's just talk about her for a second, because first of all, my idea of who Miss Mary Mack was a lady of class. She seemed a little distinguished, and she seemed seasoned in her, who I painted this picture of her to be, because she was dressed in all black. Anybody dressed in all black with silver buttons down her back got to be a woman of class. She got to be, because can't y'all just see it? I'm sure she had like this French bun situation, atop of her head. I see it. And the silver buttons down her back, I'm sure she had her some fine jewelry to match. I don't know, her business or her life, but I just assume, I don't know whether Miss Mack thrifted that dress. I don't know if she ran down to the Ross to get the dress. I don't know if her mama made the dress, but I do have more questions about Miss Mary Mack and her situation, because Miss Mary Mack, I'm gonna assume was again a lady who was a little more seasoned. That's how I pictured her as a child. She probably was receiving AARP already, but I just wanted to know why she had to go to her mama to get the 15 cent. Like, what era are we talking about where to go see the elephants jump over the fence, it was 15 cents? So we had to be talking about back in the day. And was this a circus that she was going to see? And how come when the elephants jumped so high, reached the sky, they didn't come back to the 4th of July? Were they fireworks when they returned? Like, it's so many things that I got questions about, right? But let's go back to the original nursery rhyme and how you were sitting in a tree and then first came love and first came marriage. Yeah, that's not my story, and that's what we're here to talk about today. Because for me, first came puppy love. Got my first little boyfriend probably around 6th grade. Now, not official boyfriend, just in my head boyfriend, because my parents didn't know I had a boyfriend. I wasn't allowed to have a boyfriend in 6th grade. I mean, who was? And if you were, tell me more about your life, because in my household, one of boyfriends in 6th grade, but for me, I had a boyfriend in 6th grade. And that was first, and then from 6th grade on up, anything after that was still puppy love, High school, you start to get a little more, I guess, quote unquote, serious. Kissed a couple of frogs. None of them turned into princes. And then, y'all know the story from there. I got into a little toxic situation, had a baby, became a single mom. Then in the story, because I'm going to rewrite the song. So, because for me, it wasn't love, marriage, and the baby carriage. So after I'm a single mom, then I'm out here minding my business. Summer 2007, I'm out here minding my business. I'm living my best life. Me and my girls, we having a good time. Okay, I'm a single mama. I done let go of this situation. I want to be free. I don't want to be dating nobody. I'm minding my business. And it was a good summer, by the way. Did I mention that? Shout out to summer of 2007 because it was a great summer. And then in walks this blast from the past. That I had not seen in 6 years. Here he come. And that's where the story begins. Welcome to the Breed Black Mom podcast, where moms of color can come to relax, relate, and release. I'm your host, T, and y'all, we are in episode 8. Would y'all believe me if I told y'all we are already halfway through our first season, man? Time flies when you're having fun, and I appreciate y'all so much for tuning in each week, for rocking with me each week. We are almost through our very first season, but this week, y'all, we have yet another guest. It's none other than my boo thing, my Superman, my homie lover friend, my headache, the chef around here, around these parts, the cook, the hubby. Say hi, husband.
Hello.
Oh boy, he's here. He's live and he's in full effect. Are you excited to be here?
Yes.
He's excited to be here. We'll see what we're going to get from him today. He's a personality just like his youngest child that you met last week. So we'll see what we get. But before we get into it, make sure you go follow the Breed Black Mom podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. But most importantly, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. He's probably been waiting all day to do that. Now, my loyal listeners, y'all already know what to do, but this week I have something different I need from you guys. I need you guys to share and tell the other people, because you know I'm the people, we're the people, but tell the other people not only how you are enjoying this, but that Breed Black Mom is a space that's not just for black moms and moms of colors. There are dads listening. Shout out to you. There are men listening who aren't even dads. Shout out to you. We see you. There are other women listening who aren't moms yet. It's so many people who make up our audience right now. So I just want to get the word out so that other people know that they are safe here. There are moms who are not moms of color who are also listening and enjoying this. So spread the word, y'all. Tell the other people that they are welcome and they are safe here too. If you're on our social media pages, the best thing you can do for us is share and like these episodes. Each week, you know the people are listening and watching for how y'all feel. They look forward to hearing your feedback and reactions to this episode. If you're new here and you've never met the people, babe, tell them who the people are.
You the people.
I'm the people. You heard it here first, people. It's me, T, she. I am the people. And, well, that's enough of that. Let's have a conversation with hubby. Okay, you want to start off telling people how we met?
It was 2007. Well, we met in 2001 in school, but we officially met again in 2007, and it was a chance encounter. Went to a store I didn't shop at, and you happened to be there.
I just want y'all to play the violin strings behind this right now, because we was just recording this and he was playing, and now he up here telling y'all the Young and the Restless version.
I'm about telling no Young and the Restless.
The Young and the Restless version of how we met. He was just
he
was just recording. We had to cut and do it over, and he was.
There's no proof of that. So
he said that I wanted him.
You did.
How we met.
You wanted me.
I just want y'all to understand that that's the young. He just gave y'all the.
Wow. You did want me, so whatever.
In what year?
Both
years now.
Like,
that's a lie.
Like,
hold on.
Just like Shannon Sharp said, both of
them. Wow, he's lying. He's absolutely lying.
No lies.
Oh man. So okay, we don't know y'all like that. We'll tell y'all the whole story of how we met. That ain't why we here. We here today to talk about parenting, all that. We not here for that.
But you wanted me.
That is not true. That is not true. He is telling the truth that we met in 2000.
See? I'm telling the truth.
We met in high school. We had a thing before we had a thing. Okay, let's just put that on the record. But we'll tell that story another day. If you want to hear the story, put it in the comments or something. We'll tell it. But 2007 is the more important part, because I was telling y'all that was a hot girl summer for me. And here he gone. Here you came. After I was having a hot girl summer. I was really enjoying myself.
What they got to do with me?
You came and interrupted my hot girl summer.
I didn't interrupt anything.
Mm-hmm. So I was working at this store, City Trends. Y'all know this? C-I-T-I. City Trends is fashion for y'all know that store. I was working at that store. He don't even shop there. Okay, he don't even shop there. And me and my friend was working there. And we was probably plotting to go out that night. Who knows? But he walked in the store. I ain't seen this man since 2001. So not quite 7 years. About 6 years. And my friend said, go to the register so you can check him out.
She ran to the register. I knew it.
He said in the first recording that I ran to the register. That is not true. I did not run. I just said, is that what I think it is? And she said, yeah, girl, go to the register and check him out.
She speed walked. Same difference.
He didn't even know I was at the register because he was coming to the thing to pay for his stuff. And he was looking in his pockets. And when he put his money on the thing, I said something first. And then he was like, oh, shoot. So it sounded like he wanted me, because he was like, oh, shoot. Wow. I ain't seen you in forever.
Wow. It's like,
you didn't say, oh, shoot?
I did, because it was like seeing a ghost. I hadn't seen you in forever.
Exactly.
So I'm like, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Really?
Then you pay for your stuff, and then what you do?
You wrote your phone
number. No.
I wrote my phone number down. You put it in your wallet.
Yes. Tell the truth.
And you called me.
Yes, after
because you wanted me.
It was a couple weeks.
I
had a crazy ex at the time.
It wasn't a couple weeks.
It was a couple weeks, babe. It was a couple weeks.
It was maybe.
I hid it. Y'all, I took that number so far in the back of my wallet because my ex was crazy. And I really did want to call him. I did, because I hadn't seen him in forever, but...
Ding, ding, ding. She wanted me.
Anyway, I took the number so far in the back of my wallet. Under stuff, around stuff. And then one day I called him. What I need y'all to understand, too, is like, things were getting really, really ugly. Really, really ugly between me and my ex. And he just dropped in right in time. I really think God sent him, because...
Praise him!
He knew that I was not cut out for prison, Fox 8, all of those. I wanted to have a career. So he had to send him. So I think he tapped my guardian angel on the shoulder and said, go on down here and save this girl. And yeah. And now we're here. So it took us a minute. We were friends for a couple months, and he patiently pursued me. You like that? You like how I did that? He patiently pursued me.
Wow.
You did though. You were pretty patient. He knew. You knew what was happening.
Yeah.
You knew. He knew what was going on. He was supportive, and
yeah.
He was. He would talk to me on the phone. He wasn't like being too pushy. He just wanted me to move in my own time.
I knew she wanted me, so.
God, he can't be serious to save his life, people. Okay, well, we talked for a few months before I finally. One last incident was the last straw, and then we still walked together for a minute. We just were friends, and then boom.
Kinda sorta.
I came back to college, and I didn't want him to be single down in our hometown, because I realized I had a good catch, and boom, now we're together. It's pretty much how it happened, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't easy in the beginning, people, and that's why we're here. It wasn't easy. Okay, so I'm a single mom. I'm coming out of an abusive relationship. I got this little baby who, in the beginning, I was very scared for him to meet at first. I didn't want her to meet him.
She didn't like men, so you didn't want to meet nobody.
Not even just that. I didn't know what it would be like for her to be around somebody I was dating. She was only 6 months.
Yeah.
6 months. So I didn't want him to meet her yet. I was very nervous.
Very.
What was that like, dating a single mom with
frustrating.
A crazy ex? Frustrating.
I don't worry about the ex. I'm just frustrated.
Okay, wasn't worried about the ex. Tell the people why I was frustrated though. What was happening?
Oh, she was the first everything.
Her or me? What were we talking about?
We're talking about.
I said dating me.
The little one. Listen, see?
Oh.
That's why moms, ladies, sometimes just listen. You know, you don't have to always talk.
Wow.
As I know my oldest told y'all before.
This is my show.
You have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason.
I'm about to kick him off as a guest.
You need to listen twice as much as you talk.
Oh my God.
Okay, so back to what I was saying. She was my little everything. She was the first everything for you, your mother, your sisters, everything. So she was very, very overprotected, I'll say, in the least.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
So see what I mean? If she had to let me get it out the first time, if we had to get it out the first time, we won't be going through this.
I was actually agreeing with you.
I know because I'm right. See? But no, for her, she was very overprotected and looked at for anybody that looked at her wrong, got the side eye from everybody, and so that was hard. Trying to get the trust built that I'm not gonna do nothing to this little girl. She was my little munchkin, and she's 17 and still my munchkin, and you know, so. And then on top of that, I had an incident in my life that my daughter that had passed at a month and a half old. So it was like the Lord took my daughter and then gave me this new precious little girl to help take care of. So.
Oh. So it was challenging.
Yes, it was challenging. It was just
challenging. There was a lot of trust issues in the beginning. There was. I come from a family where like the women primarily take care of the babies. You know, the men don't bathe them and the men don't whoop them, and yeah. So it was not that he didn't whoop my baby or anything like that, but he was very hands on with her because they were so close. They got really close really fast. Like him and Jalen were close very fast. So he was very hands on. So it was a lot of trust that had to be built, we'll say, because people were protected.
She used to do everything with me. Go crawl to me and didn't want to go to nobody else, and she wouldn't go to her mama if she was with me. So it's just
very true.
It's just things like that, you know. It wasn't that part wasn't challenging. It was fun to me, but it's just the looks, to say the least.
To say the least, the looks.
But we got through that.
So what was it like, especially in the early stages, raising another man's baby?
I didn't look at her as another man's baby from the beginning.
That is very true.
I never looked at her as somebody else's. She was mine. I didn't care who. Blood don't make nothing. She was mine. And how many times me and her went to the store and there people telling me she looked like me and she looks nothing like me.
Now people be lying. Y'all, I know some of y'all don't know us yet, but my little chocolate baby with the little child, and my husband is high yellow. Okay, yellow with the ER on the end. That is not his baby. Like, why? People being told, oh, she looks just like you. Why people be lying? Why do people be lying? What you would say? Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Just running along with it. The child don't look nothing like him. But I mean, they say if you feed him long enough.
And I've fed her for 17 years.
That is very true, but I still don't think she look like you.
No.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, a lot of challenges in the beginning, guys. Lots. It was a lot of trust issues. Again, single mom, new man. We moved in together pretty early. You know, we were shacking.
Because she wanted me.
Oh my God. Can we focus?
I am focused on the truth. Nothing but the truth.
If we gonna tell the truth, tell the truth. You wanted me.
I'm telling the truth.
No, tell the truth.
You
don't get during pillow talk tonight telling me how much you love me and wanted me and always knew you loved me, and you get on this podcast and lie.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just put my CPAP machine on and go to sleep. Yes. You wanted me like.
Oh my God! Never mind. Okay, people. The point was,
that's funny.
You give people an opportunity.
I want my 15 minutes of fame.
I don't even think we've gotten into 15 minutes of a recording. Okay. Anyway, guys, the point I want to make here before we move on to our next area is that it was very hard in the beginning adjusting to a man. I think one of the first conversations we had when we were agreeing to be a couple was I told him, please don't hurt my daughter, like in any capacity. If I'm going to allow you to be in my life, please don't hurt my daughter. Please don't disappoint my daughter. Don't let my daughter down. And he promised he wouldn't. And here we are, 17 years later. This is daddy. This is, the man who has been consistently present since she was 6 months old. He even saw her walk and crawl before I did, because I was away at college. My feelings was hurt about that.
Yep, sure did.
I was really sad about that. He saw my baby walk and crawl before I did. But anyway, okay, so that was a challenge. That was a struggle. And now we're this blended family. That's societal noise. I actually saw this show recently, and they were saying we don't consider ourselves a blended family because they were saying that blended families are families that come with two kids who are older. And what was they saying? Like,
I don't know. It's stupid to me. We just a family. Ain't nothing blended.
The question was, do we consider ourselves a blended family?
No, we're just a family.
He said that was a stupid question. We're just a family. Yeah, we were thinking about that after we saw the show. I don't think we consider ourselves a blended family.
I don't blend anything.
Yeah,
she was mine from the beginning. She's gonna stay mine till I'll have no breath in my body.
You gonna leave something from your life insurance?
So she gonna get.
Anyway, we don't consider ourselves. A blended family.
I'm gonna leave her a switch.
I really want to tell you what the people said, though. They said that, like, blended families are like, like kids coming from who kind of know what they're walking into. So then you're blending of the family. Does that make sense? Well, that's what the people said. But I was thinking about that when I heard that on the show, and I was like, I think we consider ourselves a blended family because society said we were a blended family. But when we really think about it, we don't really have another parent that, we're doing visitations with, and we don't have that kind of thing going on over here. So, and that's all she's known. Jalen has literally only known him her entire life. So I wouldn't say we're blended. She don't remember. We asked her one time, is there ever a time? She doesn't remember a time when he wasn't there. So I don't necessarily know that we're blended. But I mean, blended in some ways in terms of our parenting styles and stuff are different, but that's not blended. That's not what we're talking about. Okay.
No.
All right. Well, now we're this society defined blended family, and we're married now.
Mm-hmm.
And we're thinking about welcoming new kids into the family.
Mm-hmm.
How did that go?
It was There was a lot of conversation about whether she was going to get treated differently than our biological child. And that conversation was had multiple times, and I don't think I would ever treat any of my kids any different because I don't look at them as any different.
And that was me, guys. That was my fear. Because, I mean, he did this great job. She was 7 before we even got pregnant again. So 7 years, just us, just her, just him and her,
I didn't get pregnant, you did.
Okay. Just us 3. And then here we go talking about another child, I was scared. Like, I was really scared, and I was really worried that I didn't know. Not that he would treat him, well, I was scared he would treat him different, because I'm like, hey, at the end of the day, that's your biological child. I didn't want her to ever feel different, or
ask her.
I mean, we don't have to ask her. I'm just telling the people.
I'm just saying, like,
what my fear was. My fear was I was scared.
And it's a valid fear, but it got on my everlasting nerves.
It was a lot of discussions around this, guys. Like, even to the point one time when he was saying he didn't want to have no kids together. Remember that?
Yep.
He didn't want to have kids together. Like, it was getting that serious. Not like knockout, drag out arguments and nothing, but like,
I ain't doing this.
It wasn't like that either. But to the point where he was like, I don't know if we should have kids together. We should just
forget it.
Because we were struggling. We were struggling with my fear.
Yes. I mean, like I said, she was a munchkin. She always gonna be a munchkin. I would have never treated her, and never have treated her any different than I treated my other two kids. Even if my first daughter would have stayed alive, been alive, would have treated none of them any different. I think the two of them would have been like two peas in the pod, because they would have only been maybe a year apart. So yeah.
I mean, plot twist. We're already here at the end. So no, in general, no, he does not treat her differently. However, there are some things, going back to those side eye looks that he was talking about at the beginning. There are some things that he was more hesitant toward the oldest than he was with his own.
Yes. Yeah. That is very true.
Yeah.
And it still goes on to this day.
It does, because let me tell you something about them little two. Well, not really the little two, because the middle one, she's the unproblematic one. But that little one, he would jack up in a minute. Jack up. Okay? He has no problem laying of the hands with the little one.
But I ain't mess with her. I ain't mess with Jay. So, because like she stated, men didn't discipline the girls or anything like that. So
he's just a little more hesitant. It's not that he's just a little more. There's a little more cautiousness. Because recently you ain't kidding, but when she was younger, there was way more cautiousness because you were her dad.
Yes, and all the looks and stares and side eyes and what are you doing? Why did you say it like that?
How did that make you feel, man? How did that tell the people how it made you feel? Did it make you feel like, oh, I can't put my hands on her, or I can't say nothing?
I can't say nothing.
So did you feel like your hands was tied?
They were.
Tell the people. There's men listening or women listening who dating.
I mean, I get it. The thing is not that I'm blaming anybody or putting any fault on anybody, because I understand it. Mm-hmm. But as a guy in a relationship with a female that already has a child, mm-hmm. It is very frustrating when, hey, stop, don't do that, and they get looked at like they just beat the child with a 2x4.
Did it have to be extreme with a 2x4, or you just get?
Looks? You get the looks like you beat the child with a jagged switch or something,
and that's conflicting because you have this role
that you want me to play, but right. Then don't want me to play that role when it comes down to it. Mm-hmm. Unless you tell me to go do it, and then it's okay. But if I do it on my own, it's wrong.
That's deep, guys. That's deep. This was real. This was real life. Like, real life.
Yes.
It was. So those of you who are dating or contemplating dating, these are real issues that you may have to consider if you're going to blend your families, or if you are...
There's no such thing as a blended family. It's a family.
It is such things as blended family.
I don't believe
Just because
that.
we don't agree.
I don't think nothing.
You still blend.
Blended.
People blend. I disagree with that. There are such things as blended families.
So when
he just doesn't.
If you put vanilla ice cream with chocolate ice cream, what color
blended.
do you get? What color do you get?
Vanilla and
chocolate.
It's still blended. It was vanilla,
but it ends up being chocolate. So regardless of whether you blend it or not, it's still one family. So take that word out.
I don't know.
Step kid, stepchild, step
okay, yeah,
mama.
we don't use the
none
step,
of that.
We don't use the step word over here. That is true. But what the vanilla and the chocolate got to do with it?
Because it's all the same.
But what they got
it's
to
all
do
ice
with
cream.
anything? It is all ice cream, but it's blended. What are you saying to me right now?
It's not blended.
Okay, we're gonna move on. All right, so we got past that. We got past some of the fears. You get pregnant. I get pregnant. What was I like as a pregnant person?
Worrisome.
Why you be getting out here capping?
What?
When you just said I miss her being pregnant.
I do miss you being pregnant. Because I miss rubbing your belly and talking to my unborn child in your belly.
How was I worrisome?
Because you wanted everything. Sonic slushies, starch. What else?
Shout out to my starch homies out there.
What else was it? I can't even remember. It was so many different things. Everything I had, you wanted.
That's
so
still now. I'm not even pregnant. I mean, what's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine.
Wow, that's when I'm going out to eat by myself.
When? The Valentine's Day?
Tomorrow.
Oh, okay, that's nice. All right, so what was I like in labor and delivery? Because I told this story.
A hot mess.
In which one?
All of them.
I was not. Jordan, I was not. I was not.
No, well, kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of, because when you was pregnant with Tink.
Tink is the middle one, guys. He has his own nickname.
And I don't call them what y'all call them. My oldest is Munchkin, my middle is Tink, and my baby is Fat. So,
So follow us. Okay, when I was pregnant with Tink, what?
You laid across the back of the truck like somebody was killing you.
I was dying.
And I was going 2 miles an hour trying to go over a speed bump.
Yeah, I was dying.
Screaming.
I was dying.
Hollering. In the middle of the night.
What else was it like? Labor and delivery?
No, it wasn't bad. You weren't that bad. It's just...
I was that bad with the little one.
Yeah, because all you had to do was push and she was right there.
You ever had a baby? All you had to do was push. Have you ever had a baby?
Have you ever been with a person who had a baby?
What? First the ice cream.
It don't make sense, but it sounds good to my head.
First the ice cream, and have you ever been with somebody who had a baby?
It don't sound good, but it makes sense in my head.
What does that have to do with have you ever had a
baby?
I
don't know.
Telling me
but I'm just saying.
Just pushed.
All you had to do was push. She was right there. I saw her. She was right there. And yes, I looked. I was in there. I was looking. Yes.
And all I had to do was push. It was hurting. Okay, moving on.
Ain't that bad.
Now we got. Do you want to explain how you burned the baby's head in the bathroom?
That wasn't me. That was both of us. So you're not gonna put that on me.
I would like you to explain how you burnt the baby head.
I didn't know.
Explain how she fell off the couch.
I don't know how.
Where were you at the time of the crime?
I was.
Because I don't remember.
You went to the bathroom and
you was asleep.
No, I had to go to the bathroom and I was like, shoot, what am I going to do with her? Because I can't go and hold the baby.
So you stuffed the baby in the couch.
I put her in the corner of the chair, in the crease, and she rolled off.
While she fell off the couch. Oh, I didn't remember, guys. It's his fault.
It ain't my fault. She just rolled.
She did roll. Something, I don't know. Somebody pushed off the couch.
My oldest daughter who passed came and was like, who is this little girl trying to take my daddy? And she pushed off the chair.
That's what we think happened. I really think that's what happened because there's no explanation how the kid ended up on the floor. Okay, but we got them. They're alive. They said
you burned her scalp.
I did not. You were holding her.
But you put the water on her head.
No.
Yes.
You stuck her head under the water.
You were standing right there. You should have tested it.
You were holding her like this.
You should have tested the water.
Anyway, guys.
That's why she
all right, we made
right
it.
now.
We made it. They're 7, 10, and 17. Okay, they're still breathing. They're alive. We made it. All right. Oh God, I got my Invisalign in. I'm stumbling. How are our?
I'm not even gonna say nothing because it ain't just the Invisalign. She can't see. She ain't got her glasses on. She can't see the screen.
So my glasses not back. I ordered them. Okay. How are our
parenting styles different?
How?
See? Told you she can't read.
How are our parenting styles Different.
How many degrees you got? Okay. So you came from, compared to my household, a very much... no, you came from a more lenient house compared to where I came from.
Yeah, we definitely grew up completely different. So
you had sisters
I had, yeah.
in the house with you?
I had a big family.
I grew up in the house by myself with me and my mom.
Hold on, not a big family in the house. Let me say, it was just 3 of us in the house, and my mama and my daddy.
That's a big family compared to...
No, I was saying big family, like my extended. I didn't want people to think I grew up like the, what's some people? What's the... Johnny Cake plus 8 and
Wow.
what's the one?
Wow.
What's the one we used to watch?
The Duggars.
The Duggars. I ain't grow up like the Duggars. Okay, but yes, he grew up
in my room by myself watching TV.
Yeah.
Listening to the radio. Which one I just went in my room a couple weeks ago, and my mom still got my radio in my room. I'm gonna have to go get that.
We haven't seen them in a moment. Yeah, we grew up differently in terms of our households. I grew up with a more family-oriented, always, we couldn't even go in our rooms. So that's the difference. Like, he grew up just kind of chilling. Him and his brother are a lot of years apart. So it was just him in the house. We couldn't go in our room without one of our parents thinking something was wrong.
I stayed in my room by myself.
Yeah, so that's the difference. Like, if we were in our room, like, our parents would come in there and be like, I'm sorry, did I sleep with you today? Like, get out here. So we were always together, like, watching movies together, eating together. We did everything together. You only was in your room if you was on punishment or you was going to bed.
And that was an issue because you wanted everybody in the same room, and I wanted to go into my room and sit on my bed and watch my TV.
So was that an issue like dating, or you talking about parenting? Because where we talking?
That was like dating.
That's not an issue.
It's not an issue now because you didn't got used to it.
So yeah, dating. It was weird for us dating because I'm used to. First of all, quality time is my love language, as y'all can see how I grew up. So. And
if y'all can see her now, she's laying on my leg, leaning on my leg. I should say.
Is this a problem? I'm sorry.
I didn't say it was a problem.
We also only have one microphone, so if anybody would like to donate to us getting a second microphone so we can interview people, we won't have to interview like this.
We take cash out, Venmo.
Anyway, like we were saying, we grew up very different. And yes, even when we were dating, kind of going back, it was weird for him to be in the room or wanting to be in the room and all of us in the living room, because that's just how we did. And then again, when I said I grew up with a big family, my immediate family was very close. My grandma, her kids, all my cousins and uncles, we was always together. So,
yep.
Yeah.
It was just me.
And it was just him. So, very different parenting styles. My parents weren't super strict, but they didn't play either. Like, I couldn't talk to boys on the phone, kind of strict. But
she wanted me, so she talked to me on the phone.
Oh my God, Jesus! He keeps going back to this. They weren't as strict. Yeah, like, I don't know. We just didn't grow up different. I mean, we did grow up different. We just didn't grow up alike, which translates into our parenting styles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the more lenient parent.
Yes. And you call me the disciplinarian.
He's very much the disciplinarian.
Whatever.
He is. I'm the lenient one.
But the problem come in is you so lenient till you get tired of it, then you want to yell at them and tell me to go get them.
I mean, ain't that how it goes?
No.
You're the disciplinarian. So.
Well, stop calling me that then.
Ain't that what?
Because
what's the definition
you
of
want me, you making me out be the bad guy.
That's not the bad guy. Hold on, let's look up the definition of what's the disciplinarian. Because
I'm gonna get your daddy. Then they do what they're supposed to do.
I think that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. I'm gonna get your pen. Training people to obey the rules.
Yes, but then how you gonna let them get away with it for 6 weeks and then all of a sudden want to yell at them?
Away with it. I'm more of the gentle parent. He is not really on the gentle parent wave, so that causes a lot of collision.
Whatever.
He'll gentle parent until I say go, and then when I say go, he go out the window.
That is not true.
He be gentle. He be just looking at me like, please let me at him.
Nah, do not. I just be sitting there looking like, how long you gonna take you to say go get him? Because you done got tired of them not cleaning their room for 3, 4, 5 days, and then Mario, you need to make sure they keep their room clean.
First of all, I don't sound like that. Your mother. Anyway.
You better be glad I like your mother.
Whatever. All right. What are our roles like with the girls? Well, we kind of said I'm lenient. You're the disciplinarian.
No, there's no roles.
Yeah, he don't believe in gender roles, guys. He don't do that. You do this, you do that. Like, we're a team. High five. We for sure are a team. Like, we don't.
And we really just high five for no reason, like y'all can see that.
We did really just high five, just in case y'all needed authenticity in this podcast. We just literally high five. Okay, but there are no roles. But I will say this: people always say, like, you know, I be seeing the TikToks and stuff, and they be saying like, oh, you know, the kids be calling your name, and they daddy be sitting right there. It's opposite for us in our house. It's completely opposite. Like, they call our names equally annoyingly all the time, but they're definitely going to my husband first. They going to him first. They gonna skip past me, cross the seas, cross the laundry, and daddy, please. They're gonna no. When they go to bed and they need ice water in the middle of the night, it's daddy. When they come in the room in the middle of the night because they scared of the monster, it's daddy. When they come in the room because they need you to kill the spider, it's daddy. Like, they don't come to me first. So that is definitely opposite. So whenever I see stuff like that, like, I can't relate because my kids are going to skip me. And then they're going to go to their daddy.
It's not even just that stuff. It be everything.
Everything. They're going to their daddy. Like, everything. They're going to him first. They'll come. If he ain't here, then it's mommy, mommy, mommy. But if he here, definitely daddy. For sure.
As soon as I walk in the door, they no longer know her.
Nah, that's very true. Like, I don't know. This is why I wanted a boy. This is why I wanted a boy, because I just wanted to know what that was like to have a kid that, like, wanted you, because all my girls want him. But yeah. So, what's your favorite part about being a dad?
Watching them grow up.
You said that very fast and matter of factly. Is that a word?
I don't know. I can't spell that good.
I'm a scholar, huh?
Yeah, you got all the degrees.
But whatever. Okay, well, other than watching them grow up, for real, what's your favorite part about being a dad?
When I walk in the door, my kids run to me and give me a hug and say, "Daddy."
How does that make you feel?
Wonderful. Oh, mushy inside.
Are you using your feeling words? That's the problem with the dads. Use your feeling words. How does that make you feel?
Proud and
proud. That's a good one. Okay, we were getting somewhere. I couldn't be his therapist. I promise you, I couldn't be his therapist. But he did have a therapist. She was great, but I couldn't do her job because. So proud is a good word. It makes you feel proud.
Accomplished.
That's a good one, baby. It makes you feel accomplished as a dad.
Yes.
You feel like you did something right.
Yes, my kids love me.
Oh my God, what's the least favorite part? Okay,
watching them grow up.
That's the least, and it's your favorite and your least.
Because they're not my babies no more.
But they still are.
No, they're my grown babies. But
yeah, because let me tell you something. This one right here, he struggles with 3 girls growing up. Okay, he struggles because let me tell you, our kids. We told you our kids are very safe at home. They are very safe at home, and I say that. Do with it what you will. They're very safe. And my husband is not very. He's not very open to them being so safe at home. So he has to tell them things like, "Wait, your girl can't come out the bathroom like that anymore." Like, he doesn't like when we buy them purses, and he's like, "Why do you need a pocketbook? Where are you going?" And the other one, the middle one, just bought a Valentine's for a boy.
I ain't gonna never say no more.
I'm just like, you don't have anything to say. She bought a boy a Valentine.
The first one took all of it out of me.
Yeah, he did. He went through all that with the oldest. He went through all the motions of why is she wearing a pocketbook and why is she wearing this and why are we buying bras and yeah. Yeah, they're super comfortable with their dad, and he don't like it. They're not babies anymore.
They're very comfortable.
3 girls
lay on me half naked. I'm like, get off of me.
Yeah, it's real. They love their dad. They do, and it's safe here. They're safe here, but yeah, he doesn't like them growing up. No more babies, and we ain't having no more, are we? Another high five, woohoo for us, because we ain't having no more kids. What challenges do you think you face as a dad? A black dad? Because this is Breed Black Mom featuring a black dad. What challenges do you face?
I don't know about that one. It's different with girls. I'm just glad I don't have a son. Because I don't know how to raise a son in today's world. I don't know how I would do that. Raising a girl is hard enough that you have to teach them they have to be 3 times better and 4 times faster than their counterparts. Not in all situations, but in a lot.
What about having to teach them like about their bodies and self-esteem?
That's where you come in. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
But it is hard though. It's hard for me, but I'm saying as a dad,
I don't know what to do.
Right? Because of course you think they're beautiful.
Daddy, my boob hurt. I can't help you with that.
Oh my God! But I'm saying like when Daddy, they don't think I'm pretty.
They're always gonna be pretty.
But that's the thing. They don't believe us because we the parents.
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
Forget them Negroes.
Oh boy, I'm glad this is a safe space. He just said Negroes.
That's not a bad word.
Jesus, we don't want to get kicked off the platforms. Can we say that on here? I don't know. My podcast is rated PG, so I don't think that's a bad. But anyway, okay. Challenges you faced. Do you want to talk about any challenges you faced as a black man that contribute to your parenting?
Trust issues.
Oh, that's good.
With any and everybody.
Mm-hmm. How does that translate into parenting?
Because sometimes I don't believe what my kids tell me, because they will do things and say things to cover their own butts. And it's like, I've been there, done that. Don't lie. Tell me. I may give you some grace if you just tell me the truth. Are you still in trouble? Yes. But
you talking about with the kids?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we don't like lying. I told y'all that's a pet peeve. We don't do the lying. I try to keep my kids as accountable as possible.
You still can get in trouble, but maybe not as bad. You may be in punishment for just 2 days instead of 7 days. Mm-hmm. But it's just hard just raising them, period, in today's society. Raising kids by itself is just hard.
What about showing your feelings? You think you show your feelings in front of your kids?
I try to. Honestly, I don't know.
When the last time you cried in front of your kids?
I don't know.
I don't think they've ever seen you cry. They would probably lose it, babe. They've never seen you cry.
I don't know. They may.
Oh my God.
The oldest has.
I'm just realizing that. When?
When you gave me that book of my oldest daughter.
Okay, but she was little.
She remembers it.
Remember that though?
Yes.
The kids have never.
The little two probably not.
That's kind of scary now that I'm thinking about it. They've never seen you cry. What do you think would happen if they saw you cry, man? They probably see you as like.
The middle one probably would cry too.
They all would cry. They would be scared. That's why we gotta do better. Your kids have never seen you cry, and they would probably be terrified if you cried. We gotta talk about.
I don't cry.
Oh my God! But we gotta talk about stuff like that because your kids have never seen you cry. I'm just realizing that. Man. Mm-hmm. What's the hardest part about watching me, be a mom?
Know how hard you on yourself for no reason.
I'm very hard on myself. Whole reason I got a podcast.
Pretty much.
Why is that hard for you?
Because you think you're doing stuff wrong and you're not. You're doing the best you can with what you got. And in my opinion, you're doing an excellent job because your kids are good kids. Ask anybody who has them for an extended period of time, they will tell you they're great kids. They may test us, but they don't try nobody else. I'd rather you test me and not nobody else.
They test us.
Because I will chop in your throat and then see you in your room and then come give you a hug 15 minutes later.
I told you my therapist said it must mean they say we must be safety patrol because them kids test our nerves every day. Anything you want me to do better as a mom?
And stop being hard on yourself.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm here to talk to the people.
The people, whoever they're listening, they need to put in the comments, tell you stop being hard on yourself.
You heard it here first, people. But I mean, that's why we're here, because I'm here to be transparent and let them know I am hard on myself. That's the whole reason we built this little community to breed black mommies and daddies.
Wow.
Yeah. Last question, and then we're going to be done with y'all. I don't even know how long we've been talking to y'all. How has this parenting gig impacted our marriage? Because that's funny. It really is funny, guys. He ain't even being facetious.
What that mean? Wow. I can't even spell that. But it's been treating serious issues with deliberate inappropriate humor.
Yes, and
how am I being deliberately?
You always be using inappropriate humor. Okay, for real.
No, do not.
How has parenting impact our marriage? I'll go first. 'Cause I've been letting you go first, but I mean it is my show, so I've been letting the guests go first. My turn. How has it impacted our marriage? I would say it has taken a lot of trial and error, learning how to keep us first while parenting.
Yes.
The kids get in the way of everything. We're very quick to put them first.
I had something to say, but you said this is PG, so I'm not gonna say it.
Please don't say it. I've rated all my shows G. We are not that show.
It won't go. What I was gonna say was not that bad.
We're not that couple that we like to listen to on the podcast. We're not them. We can't. No.
I wasn't going to say anything bad about them.
This is church friendly. This is kid friendly. This is.
Did you just see that woman on TikTok? The church lady talking about how to keep her husband.
Nope, we're not talking about that here. This is a G show.
It is G.
Like I said, what
was that being facetious?
I think that we
Did I say it right?
are that you said facetious right. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm proud of myself.
I think that parenting has definitely we still haven't learned how to balance, and this is 3 kids in, with the youngest being 7. We still have not learned how to balance kids and marriage.
No, that's true. It's just the kids' bills, work, house chores, all of that takes up a lot of time. You got one more of those.
Shut up. When the last time we been on a date? That's the whole thing too.
Like, we just went on a date.
When?
We went to get pizza.
That does not count.
Why does that not count? I came home and we had lunch together.
He been sneaking all the date nights he can in, and I always ask, does this count? And he says yes, but I don't think it counts.
Why does that not
because
count?
I'm real particular.
We
about
went
my quality time.
We went and had pizza and had a whole conversation.
Well, we did have pizza.
We had lunch. We had lunch.
Did that count? Because I was kind of still working.
We had lunch in the living room.
We did
with no TV, and we was talking. That's a date.
I mean, listen, when you marry the kids, you got to get it in wherever you can.
Yep.
Okay. Any other ways that parenting has impacted our marriage?
You have to learn to keep your door closed and locked so you can have time just to talk.
Okay.
Because
we're gonna.
Wow, I was trying to say we was trying to talk because we can't even get a conversation in without our kids saying, "Daddy, can you fill up the humidifier? Daddy, my throat itching. Can I get some water? Daddy, my leg itching. Can I get some cream?" But no, look where your dirty mind went to.
Because I was nervous.
I was trying to be very good.
Okay, well that is you're true. You right. We do have to lock the door to have a conversation. We do, because they will interrupt us.
See. Now, I don't want to talk anymore.
I'm sorry that you don't want to talk anymore. I will say this, too, because we're not perfect, and we want to make that clear. There are a lot of people, even in our personal lives, who don't, I mean, let me tell you something. You don't tell folks. We have a village of married friends. We do. That are our safety, and that's where we go for our safety. So anybody outside of that, we don't really care what you think, because you're not safety. But a lot of people will assume perfection because they don't know our business. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you ain't supposed to know our business, but we ain't perfect. We're not. We the furthest thing from perfect.
Yep.
We're the furthest thing from perfect, but I think we communicate well. We're getting better. We don't argue. We don't fight. We're not arguing people, and that's crazy because I came from toxic and arguing, but
I ain't got time to argue with you.
We really don't argue. We disagree. we don't argue, and one of us will just not talk to the other one.
Say that again?
For as long as we can hold out.
Say that
I
again?
said one of us.
Which one of us is
We're
that?
not name dropping. We're at the end of the podcast, so
you would not talk to nobody.
Yeah, but we don't fight like yell, scream.
Oh, you just gonna smooth on past.
That's something that's really important to
us.
us.
You just gonna smooth on past that.
Listen, as we're parenting,
see, ladies.
That's something that's really important to us as parents. Though we don't fight, like we disagree, but our kids don't hear.
But
us.
It is important to disagree in front of your kids, but in a good way, so they can see that healthy disagreements are okay.
He does tell me that all the time because I don't like to our kids have never even seen us raise our voices at each other, and I think we were going to do it one day just to scare them and they would probably cry. They've never even seen us raise our voices at each other. Like we disagree, like, oh, I don't like that, you don't like that, no, I don't like that, well, we can talk about this later, we gotta have those. I'll see you.
And that's when you got to go lock the door and have a conversation.
Yeah, I know. We don't argue and yell in front of. We don't argue and yell. Period. With each other. We just. I don't like you for a minute, so go away from me. But yeah.
That ain't what you do. You don't like me, but want me to sit next to you, and then gonna text me. Well, when you did this, and I'm sitting right next to you when you can talk to me.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't want to talk.
But then when I go in the room by myself, then you get a whole nother attitude.
I do. We ain't talking about me right now.
You said this is your podcast.
Thank you for coming to the show.
Bye.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna end it. Any other closing words? There's dads listening. You know, anything you want to say to the men?
Stay strong, my guys.
Right,
we got this.
We didn't even. I know it's so much probably we missed and heard, but this is where y'all come in, guys. This is where y'all come in to let us know. You know, what do you want to know more about? What do you want to hear more about? This is kind of just a brief scratching the surface. So if it's something we said or something you want us to answer more about, that's where you got to hit us up in the comments. You got to hit us up in our inbox or on our email and let us know. Like, what do you want to hear more of? What did you enjoy? So
and don't judge me.
And don't judge him. All right, people. All right, y'all. That was it for today. Candid conversation with the hubby. I hope you enjoyed getting to know some, because we didn't tell y'all all me and hubby's story and some of our experience parenting together. So now y'all have met my entire family, and that's enough. Like, that's enough. You know them. You heard from them. I'll bring them back here and there, but you at least got a good grasp of who we are as a family.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Why do you have
it's
that's
over.
Enough in
Don't
capital
be
letters?
telling my business. Like, he can't be a guest.
Why okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
He's talking about my notes, people. I'm trying to end the show. All right, like I was saying, y'all have met everybody at this point, so that's enough for them. I might bring them back for a round 2 here or there when we talk about some. But now we finna get into the good stuff. We're gonna dive into some of the good topics from here on out. You met the kids, you met the hubby, but for real, we got some stuff to talk about. And next week we're gonna jump right into it. So, as always, thank y'all for listening. Before you go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe through whatever streaming platform you are listening from. Make sure you follow Breathe Black Mom the podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for announcements and any show updates. And lastly, don't forget to leave a review. Tell the people if you're liking this or not. Babe, who are the people?
You are the people.
I'm the people. You heard it here first, guys. I'll talk to y'all soon. Until then, just breathe.
Breathe!